Hi everybody, my name is Michael Cassidy. I'm a personal trainer and a DevOps architect. First of all, I just want to address the elephant in the room. No, I do not have a nose ring, and the inside of my nostrils are not orange. I am wearing nasal filters. So, I am just absolutely sick of my seasonal allergies. Middle of August, every year, I just start sneezing, eyes watering, nose itching, and it just doesn't stop really until the first freeze. I live in Minnesota, so we freeze pretty early, luckily, but it's pretty miserable. Even if it's just for 1 month, I think 1 out of 12 is not cool. So I've tried everything for allergies. So before I start getting into this, I'm trying to avoid medications, basically. I just personally think there's some detrimental side effects of these medications, and I just want to avoid them if possible. So I've kind of been on like this years-long journey trying to cure my allergies, treat my allergies without medication. I've tried everything, all the supplements, you know, vitamin C, bromelain, quercetin, stinging nettle root, butterbur extract, apple cider vinegar, so many different things, and some of them work a little bit all together. They work a little bit. I do the neti pot, but nothing has seemed to really actually get rid of it, except for one thing. When I got immunotherapy shots, so I was getting shots for years, and those worked, and they worked pretty well. The place I went to, they didn't administer the shots correctly, I don't think. They gave them to me intramuscularly, and it's supposed to be subcutaneously, so just in your skin and your fat, not into your muscle. So I'd have these like pretty ridiculous reactions. My arms would look huge. I mean, that's cool, but not this like puffy, like sore, awful look. So I did that for like 4 years, and it worked during that time. And supposedly, once you're done, you should be good for the rest of your life generally. But not for me. I got my allergies back immediately. And another annoying thing is, it seems like every single year I hear on the news or from somebody or somewhere that the allergies are worse than ever this season. I don't know, it's just odd. So maybe they are, maybe they're not, but my allergies just keep going, my symptoms. And so I tried sublingual immunotherapy. You put allergy drops, so they figure out what you're allergic to, put it into this serum, this concoction, and you put it under your tongue. And so I tried that one fall all the way until the next fall, when my allergies usually start to re-emerge, and it didn't work at all, just not at all. So I've been trying everything. Apple cider vinegar kind of works. I know it's kind of like touted as the cure for everything, but it does work if you take it consistently. I do 1 tablespoon with water twice a day, and that seems to work okay, but it doesn't completely eliminate my symptoms. The one chemical thing I do use, or medication I guess you could call it, is Flonase. Flonase helps me a little bit. I just figure, it's kind of localized. I spray it up my nostrils. I kind of wait till the vapor has dissipated, and then I sniff it in. So I don't know. It's kind of goofy, but I just don't really like to do that. So my latest experiment is using these manual. So so everything has been like in my body. I put these supplements in my body. Allergy shots, sublingual drops. So I saw like a review for these ridiculous nasal filters. They look ridiculous, and I was like, oh, okay, so I'll try this. It's manually stopping the allergens from getting in. I pretty much primarily breathe through my nose. Even when I'm sleeping, I breathe through my nose, so I figured, okay, I'll try this. And I was thinking to myself, I don't really care how I look. I'm over it. If it looks like I have a nose ring, who cares? You'll see in a little bit that my nostrils are not normally this big, so I guess if you know me, you'd be like, what? Something looks a little different here, something looks kind of weird. If you don't know me, maybe you'd just be like, he genetically has some nice nostrils there, super good airways. So the next part of this video, I'm going to kind of rewind and show you me unpackaging these nasal filters, trying them out. But before I do that, I just want to kind of show you a little bit of my symptoms. So this is me sitting outside. This is just a couple days ago. I was trying to, you know, capture some moments on my phone. You know, gosh, I sneeze like on average up to 30 times a day on like a bad day, and it's pretty miserable, especially during this time of the year. I'm gonna keep this in for a couple days, maybe, we'll see, and I'm going to check back. But first, let's check this system out, and I'm going to show you how to put it in, and we'll see if I can recommend this by the end of the video. Okay, I tried to film this before, but I didn't have my mic on, of course, but here we go. All right, I just opened these. Woody Nose is the brand. Not sure what Woody knows, but he must know something we don't. Here are the nasal filters. I got the trial pack, so it's you know, small, medium, large, extra large. You can get them in round or like oval, more oval shaped. I think my nose is round. I don't know, we'll find out. I have the directions here. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rinse out my nose with my neti pot just to kind of reset. I have been, you know, sneezing, watery eyes, whatever, the usual symptoms this morning. I've probably sneezed like 10 times. I think the real test here is I'm going to put these in, and I'm going to go sit on my deck and see how long it takes me to sneeze, or hopefully to not sneeze at all. These are probably going to look a little silly, but I really don't care at this point. So I have my neti pot here. I did one side of my nose before I realized my volume was off. So I'm going to do the other side of my nose. Usually I do 4 ounces through one nostril, blow my nose, 4 ounces through the other nostril. So this is the second round. Pretty gross. Here they are again, medium, large, extra large, and the small. I'm gonna try the small first. I really don't know what size is gonna fit here. Okay, so these are they're rubbery. They're supposed to be medical grade plastic. I don't really know what that means. Hopefully I'm not inhaling a bunch of microplastics when I do this. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get this in. We'll see how it looks. Oh. Okay. I mean, whoa, okay. Okay, so I have them in. Kind of just looks like I have a nose ring and some nice big nostrils here. I might try the mediums, just because I think I read some reviews. The reviews are super mixed. Okay, I'm already noticing it's a little bit difficult to breathe. It's kind of like the opposite of, you know, the Alex Hormozy, you know, nose opener deal there. Okay. Oh, that's weird. All right. And I'm still having a little bit of the neti pot is definitely cut out my nose blowing sounds. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try medium. Try the mediums here. Okay, I didn't think my nose was that big. I just feel like this is, okay, my nose is getting bigger. Okay, I still feel, gosh, I thought I didn't have a big nose. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, large. Am I missing something? Just, no, I guess not. Make sure your hands are, okay, all right. I'm not gonna go extra large. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting it to look like this, but it definitely widens the nostrils. But oh boy, I don't know if you want to see this. Here, let's see if you. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I have them in. It's difficult to breathe. I mean, I'm just not used to it. Definitely not getting as much air in, but that makes sense. I mean, your furnace filter, what do they say? You don't want it to be like block too much, or otherwise it obstructs like the airflow. You don't want to get a super high number. So you can hear me breathing, right? Okay, all right. So here comes the test. I'm gonna go outside. I hope this doesn't like permanently enlarge my nostril. I mean, I know, whatever, right? I can breathe better. Okay, here we go. Here we go, we're going outside. All right, I just sat down outside. We're gonna see how this goes. I'm just gonna sit back and relax. And I don't know, I can't see my camera very well because it's so sunny out. Super nice day. It's like in the 60s, but the pollen levels are pretty high. I think the thing that I'm most allergic to is the ragweed. Okay, so I don't know. It's, it's super. I just got out here, so I'm gonna sit here for a little while and check in like a couple minutes. So I've been out here not for too long, but usually, right when I go outside, things I can feel it. I can feel that I'm gonna be sneezing pretty soon. On the packaging, it says to change the filter every 1 to 5 days. The trial pack, I don't see any extra filters in there, so I might have to get some new filters if this works at some point. I'm not super confident it's going to. This experiment should probably be a little longer than what it's going to be, but I just wanted to see if this has an acute effect, because it seems like, it's either going to work or it's not. Okay, so it's been about 24 hours, and I kind of have mixed feelings about this. It actually works. I didn't sneeze, not even once. I'm going to go through the pros and the cons, and kind of let you know what I'm going to do after this experiment. So yes, it's only been 24 hours, but I pretty much eliminated all of my allergy symptoms. So that's a huge pro. I mean, that is the pro. Actually, we went on a walk last night and I talked to one of my neighbors. I'm not sure, I didn't bring it up. I'm not sure. They probably noticed. They probably just thought I had like a nose ring or something. Whatever. Wait, before I get to the cons, I just want to note a few things. So it's definitely harder to breathe, for sure. And if it's not, if you can breathe easily, I don't think it's working. I even I did some exercises, I did some working out, some lifting with these in. It's pretty hard to breathe when you're doing that. I try to breathe through my nose while I'm working out. I do most of the time. I don't usually ever breathe through my mouth unless I'm like max effort, endurance type thing. But it's definitely harder to breathe. It feels like I'm wearing one of those like elevation masks. I don't know if you've ever seen one of those. So if you enjoy that kind of stuff, if you want to maybe like improve your respiratory muscles, maybe this will help without having that massive mask on your face. I like this, but the only thing is I'm not sure what it's going to do to my nose shape in the long run. And maybe this is shallow of me, but I don't want to have like huge nostrils and have to maybe even keep increasing the size of these filters. I actually ended up switching to the medium-sized filters. I just felt like the large ones were a little too big. The medium ones do exactly the same thing for me. So I guess if you are interested in getting some of these, definitely don't size up too much. I guess it's just not necessary. Definitely get the trial pack first before you decide. I was going to sleep with them in, but I decided not to do that. I tried it for a minute and I sleep on my side and I kind of squash my face into the pillow, so it got all messed up, and I decided not to do that. I did use a pulse oximeter. I used that a few times throughout the day yesterday just to check my oxygen levels, and they were fine, like 98%. So that wasn't too bad. That wasn't an issue either. As you know, when I'm talking, it is harder to talk. I guess I must usually breathe through my nose in between sentences, or some of the times. I guess sometimes I breathe through my mouth, but I have to like pause and breathe through my nose if I'm talking quickly like this. So, I mean, I think one thing I've learned too, if I'm not going to continue wearing these, is that I should use my neti pot maybe before I go to bed or something like that, just to clean out my sinuses. because I don't usually like wake up and sneeze in the night. I don't think I've ever woken up and sneezed in the night. Sometimes I do, like right when I'm getting into bed, but then throughout the night I don't sneeze. I have an air filter in my room, so I think that probably helps. I didn't even take my Flonase nasal spray today, and I didn't sneeze even once. And I've sneezed many times for the past, month now because of my allergies. Okay, my only hesitation is I don't want my nose to get bigger over time. So maybe I don't need to wear it in the house. Maybe I'll just wear it when I go outside. So I'll put the link to the product, the Woody Nose product that I have. I'll put it in the description if you're interested in trying it out. I mean, definitely, if your allergies are severe enough, I mean, I think it's worth a try. If you're not concerned about your nose getting bigger, it's worth a try for sure. I don't know, if any of you know in the comments, let me know if I'm just way off base with thinking that my nose might expand, my nostrils might expand over time. Maybe I'm crazy. I mean, if you don't know me, maybe you can't even tell, but I'm gonna take it out now. You can definitely breathe a lot better once they're out. I mean, my nose is a little smaller, right? I don't know. Anyways, nose filters kind of work for allergies, surprisingly enough. I don't know what to say. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I try to help people with sedentary jobs become healthier, more active, just with easily implementable things they can do each day. This kind of was off the path a little bit, but this was I do experiments all the time, and this was a different one, but it was pretty fun, and I definitely learned something new. So with that, I'll see you on the next one.